it's you. How have your recent travels been? If there's anything you need, just tell me anytime. It's quite different from Aaru village, but I feel at ease here nonetheless. I was so surprised the first time I came in. Such a small teapot, and yet so vast on the inside. If I could store our village in a teapot... I was simply musing. Even if that were possible, what I seek to protect is not an object named Aaru Village. It is my homeland, and the lives of everyone in it. I apologize for making you listen to all this, and thank you for having me. If I could easily take everyone someplace else... No, I suppose they wouldn't agree to leaving the desert in the first place. I apologize for making you listen to all this. Sure, but what should we talk about? If you don't mind, could you tell me about the places you've been to? Any of them will do. Verdant grass. A city of song and freedom. I'd love to see it for myself. The desert has been my home my entire life. I hardly even journeyed to the other side of the wall of Samiel. But after hearing you speak of all these faraway lands, I can't help but find the thought of traveling quite... enchanting. It truly is a tempting offer. But I cannot forsake my duty to protect Aaru Village. Perhaps your words will take root within my heart. And one day, my desire to see the world beyond will sprout and grow. When that day comes, I shall follow your footsteps. A nation of trade and contracts. I've heard about it before, but your description paints a whole new picture. I'd love to see it for myself. A land surrounded by the ocean. A castle built atop an island. I'd love to see it for myself. If you have time, would you like to hear me tell a story? You can sit by my side, or something more casual. Whatever makes you feel comfortable and relaxed. Although I may be a village guardian with her spear and shield ever at the ready, deep down in my heart, I've always loved cozy and calm atmospheres like this. Great! So just be yourself when you're around me. Well then, weary wanderer of lands beyond, do you wish to hear about the ancient legend of the Scarlet King, or the history of Aaru Village? The Scarlet King was an ancient god of the desert, known as Ahmar to the desert folk. He was the king of warriors, gardeners, and intellectuals alike. He controlled the howling winds in the desert, the sand dunes silvered by moonlight, and the 1,001 fairy folk who hide within the dreams of the night and the cries of the owl. His arrogant acts of folly led to his ruinous fate. The sands entombed his city, leaving only the sorrowful elegies of the eremite songsters. Even now, most desert folk remain devout believers in the Scarlet King. The rumor that he will one day be resurrected has become their only hope for the future. People may find it hard to admit, but lies often soothe the heart more than the truth ever could. My apologies. Things got dark pretty quickly. You're right. We had a difficult past, and our lives at the moment aren't exactly easy. But it's our peaceful lifestyles that I wish to defend. Thank you for patiently listening to all that I had to say. It feels like a burden has been lifted from my heart. Thank you. When you have time, I'll tell you more stories of the interesting things that happen in our village. In the past, the mountain and lake where Aaru Village is situated was a part of the Scarlet King's territory. As the god of the desert, the Scarlet King built a city from the golden sand and crimson rock, and called it Octamun. After the Scarlet King passed, the surviving residents of the city became the earliest inhabitants of Aaru village, bringing their traditions and faith with them. Sometime later, Aaru village became a place of exile for scholars. We are all born free, yet we are also inevitably bound by shackles. My apologies. Things got dark pretty quickly. Good morning. Did you rest well last night? The goddess of the night will be worried if you don't sleep well. It's getting late. Now, off to bed you go. I hope the fathomless dark of the night will watch over your dreams and grant you a good night's sleep.
是你啊，最近的旅途还顺利吗？如果有需要我的地方，也可以随时告诉我。虽然是和阿如村完全不同的环境，但也能让人感到安心。我第一次进来时十分惊讶，明明只是一个小湖，里面却有如此广阔的空间。如果能把阿如村装进湖里的话，只是妄语罢了。就算它从效果上能实现，我要守护的也不是阿如村这个物件，而是我的故乡和其中每一个人的生活。真是抱歉，让你听到奇怪的话了。还有，谢谢你邀请我到这儿做客。确实已经很晚了，赶紧去睡吧。希望深邃的夜会照看你的睡眠，让你能够睡个好觉。
不过如此，